Today, here we are going to discuss the control sequence of computer architecture and organization subject from unit number 3. Any instructions we are having, that instruction must have control sequence. That control sequence indicate how that instruction going to be executed. Now, that control sequence we can find out with the help of single bus structures. If we have the any instructions, we have here example add r3, r1. This is one instructions here we have given. If you want to write the control sequence for given instructions using the single line bus structures, so what different steps here we require? First step here we require fetch the instruction from the memory. Second step we require fetch the first operand from the memory. Third here perform addition operations, and last is load the result into R1. Here you can observe R3 has the address that is called as 1000 locations, and R1 contains the data that is called as 30. How it is going to be executed using the single line bus structures, and how we write the control sequence for given instructions. To write the control sequence, we must know the directions of single line bus structures, or we know the basic of single line bus structures, how that instruction going to be executed. Before going to the executions of single instructions, we must identify how the components are arranged in the single line bus structures. We have the different types of things. PC, that is called as a program counter. MAR is indicated by memory address registers. MDR, memory data registers. Instructions, that is called as instruction register. These are the different types of registers. Using these, we are going to execute the given instructions. We first know that PC contain the address of memory locations. What PC contain? PC contain the address of memory locations, which instruction going to be executed. Now, that address is stored in the MAR, that is called as the memory address registers. Through that memory address register, it is again stored in the MDR, that is called as a memory data register. What contained in the MDR? Because the MAR identify the what is the address of that instructions, and that address may contain data or instructions, or that data or instructions may contain in the MDR. Now, what are the instructions or data is stored in instruction register, that is a copy is stored in the instruction register. Now, here we find the instruction decoder control logic. The functions of instruction decoder control logic is to generate the control sequence for given instruction. What types of instruction? किसके लिए? The instruction is stored in the instruction register. For that instruction, the instruction decoder and control logic circuit going to be executed are going to be generate control signal, and it again that instruction has to be executed. Now here we find Y mux. Mux has the two input, that is one is constant 4 and second is through Y from directly bus. Now that mux is again given to the arithmetic and logic unit, where we are going to perform the additions, multiplications or different types of operations. It has the two input through A and B. Now we are going to observe the output on Z and proceed it on bus. Here we observe R0 to Rn-1. It has the different types of general purpose data registers which are going to perform the operations. Temporary registers again here we can find. Now the step is to find out the control sequence, or to write the control sequence for given instructions using the single line bus structures. How we write the control sequence? First we know that here PC out, that means PC contain the address of that instructions. PC out, that is called as the PC out, it is stored in the MAR. What are the address is stored in MAR? Suppose PC contain the 1000 address, it is stored in the MAR. Now read it, that MAR is read by. After that select for, because we need to again assess the second instruction, that second instruction need to assess, so we need the increment of that, that is called as select 4. Then we need to additions operations, and we perform the JD, that is called as what are the output we post in on JD. Second step here, what I observed, Z out indicate the output of that ALU, arithmetic and logic unit. Then here we have the PC is indicate what input is required, okay, from that address, and WMF is indicated wait for memory functions completed. What indicate WMF? WMF indicate wait memory function completed. Now in third step we are going to observe MDR out. What are the data or instruction? It must be out and it is stored in the instruction register. You can find here MDR contain data or instruction and it must be stored in the instruction register. Then after going to be generate the control signal for that given instruction. Now the fourth step is to R3 out. What are the R3 out it has? It must be out and must be in MAR in. Then again it need to be read. In fifth step we need to R1 out again, because here we have the R3 and R1. Then here again we record R1 out and it must be in Z. Okay, now again here we have the memory function complete. Now in sixth step what we find, MDR out. What are the data contained in MDR? It must be out, and select Y. Select Y is used to perform the operations, addition operations and JD. After that we are going to perform the JD. Now in seventh step what happened, Z out. What are the input is? It must be out, that is called a Z out. That R1 in, that is called as a result, must be stored in a register R1, and at last we must perform the end operations. Now in single line bus structure, suppose we have the address, here we find 1016, that address may contain the instructions at R3, R1. Now that 1000 locations, what indicate that 1000 location? That 1000 location contain the data that is called as a 20. So it is show the single line bus structures, and for single line bus structures how we write the control sequence using the given instruction or with the help of given instructions. Thank you.